Spartans! What is your profession?
Every step I took alone, built a kingdom all my own. No more shadows pulling strings. I am light, I am wings.
I walked away, no chains to bind. I left the past, I cleared my mind. The road was rough, the skies were gray, but I broke free, I found my way.
I walked away, I broke the chain, left behind their endless reign. Tried my best to make it fit, but their world wasn't it. Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
I tried my best, I gave my all, but their world was too small. They couldn't see beyond their walls, so I chose to rise, not let myself fall.
Saw their ways a hollow sound. No real love was ever found. Left them there where they belong. Now my heart beats twice as strong.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Their whispers fade like distant songs. I found my voice where I belong. No anchors now, no shadows stay. I face the sun, a brighter day.
They wanted walls, I wanted skies. I couldn't live their tangled lies. Now I'm soaring, winds at play, dancing light in every way.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
I'm free, I'm running wild, like the laughter of a child. Free from their weight, I can breathe. This is my time to believe. I'm free, I'm running wild, like the laughter of a child. Free from their weight, I can breathe. This is my time to believe.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everyone doing tonight? I am Tico Trough. We are Engineer Twin. Welcome to another Tuesday night. Tonight, you're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. On Sunday, I said that I was expecting to come up on the show and continue working on the Indigo event management software. I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to, I think we're going to have some more work to do. But guess what? Guess what? I actually figured it out as soon as I got off the show. I got it to work and I was able to log in. I will show you that as we start the show today. I will show you that. But I don't actually have anything that is pressing or pending right now. So tonight we're just going to be looking at some different tech news. I have a list of things, a list of different tech stories I want to go over. I want to go. So here's my rough plan. I'm going to show you that the Okta login is working. We're going to take a look at the coaching, at the portal updates for the coaching portal. And then I have some stories about Aura Ring, about Amazon Prime or Amazon going to trial, ResumeFlow demo. I don't think I don't think we're gonna get to the Ray-Ban glasses, but we do have the OpenAI data center, Google Dev Tools, and 5 ways to build leadership skills. And if we have enough time, I do want to get into a run where trying out one of their models, their video or image and audio to video model. So I have a whole workflow I want to try to work through. So a lot of cool stuff. Tonight we're not working on anything in particular. I have a lot of these different stories that I want to review, a lot of these different tech articles I want to review, and we're just gonna have a grand old time. All right. But before we can get into that, I have to do a little bit of housekeeping. I just got to say hello and thank you to all of the subscribers and followers from whichever platform you're on, whether you are on YouTube, whether you're on X, on Twitch, or on Arena. I just gotta say that I thank you so much for allowing me to add just a little bit of value, to spend a little bit of time with you. I truly appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Shout out to my tech barbarians. Shout out to everyone who participated in our Vibe Code and Chill session this past Saturday. It was absolutely phenomenal. Instead of just uploading a whole 2-hour video, I'm cutting it up. I'm still gonna upload the 2-hour video in case anyone's interested in that. So to watch the whole thing straight through, but I am cutting it up. Yesterday I uploaded the conversation that we had about working with other people, collaboration. It was me, Junior, and Rod Brown talking about that. And tomorrow I'm going to be uploading the video where it was Rod Brown sharing about his new role and about SEO, search engine optimization, GEO, generative engine optimization. Really cool stuff. Really groundbreaking information and technology exclusively from Rod Brown himself, right? He is in the front lines. So I am so excited to be sharing that info with you tomorrow at techwithtribe.dev. So shout out to my tech barbarians, my tech explorers, everyone who is part of the Tech with Tribe Patreon. We work so hard day in and day out, and I am like, I'll tell you this, right? I'll give you a little a story. So this is my Saturday. I was up. I was I actually when I woke up on Saturday, there was a critical emergency happening at work. I jumped in on the call to see if there's anything I can do to help, and that took up some of my morning that I was supposed to be working on some other stuff. Had a call at noon, jumped on that call, and help, and had that conversation. Then I had to had the vibe code and I had another call around 1:30. Then I had a vibe code and chill for 2 hours, recorded some videos, jumped on another call, worked with one of my tech barbarians where getting ready, like working through a class, getting ready for a test. And they had the test right after our call. Later on, they wrote me that day saying they passed the test. I was like, shout out to you. I am always there for my tech barbarians because they are winners. They are winners. They are the best.
We the best.
That's why I do it. That is why I do it. And I'll give you some more insight after we get through the housekeeping. But I also have to say a big shout out to all of my tech mercenaries. Those are the YouTube channel members who allow me to be on this platform, to share this information, to reach across the globe. We are translated in so many different languages. It is absolutely amazing. So shout out to my tech mercenaries. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right. Quick announcements. Tomorrow we're going to be premiering Software Explorations. I started looking into SpecFlow. It is a GitHub repo. We're looking into spec-driven development, specification-driven development. I looked into it. Today was really my first time diving into it, trying it out. I installed the application, tried it out, got a little stuck. So we are going to be doing a live stream on it. It's a video of where I got up to, what I learned, how I felt about it, and getting ready for when we're going to do a live stream on it. I don't know if it's going to be this Thursday. It might be Sunday based on how the schedule goes. I shall see. We're going to figure it out. But that is what I got. That's what we're going to be getting into tomorrow. Specification driven development Sounds really cool. Kind of similar to what we do with Kiro, but definitely want you there. I already mentioned tomorrow in the Patreon, techwithdrive.dev, I'm going to be releasing a clip from the Vibe Code and Chill, where it's a conversation that we had with Rod Brown talking about his new position as a director. My guy is a director now. You guys remember a few months ago he came on the show earlier this year, and he was all pouting and stuff. He was like, "Oh my God, I wanted this job and I didn't get it, and I don't know what to do. I'm so mad." He had his hat on. He said, "I'm so mad." I'm like, "Come on, Rod Brown. You have no idea why this might have happened. Just relax. Better thing if you didn't get it this time, that means there's something better waiting for you." And now he is on cloud 9. Tell you. So you just got to keep working, got to keep pushing. There are no losses. You either win or you learn. That's the thing that we have in jiu-jitsu. You either win or you learn. And I've done my fair share of learning throughout my life. All right. So shout out to my guy Rod Brown. Go and check it out tomorrow inside of the Tech Coach Off Patreon. It was a riveting. Junior was there. Ask Junior. It was a riveting conversation. We're gonna be going live on Thursday night. I have T-ball practice for my kid on Thursday. So we're going to be starting probably a little bit later, maybe around the time we started today. We shall see. But that is all in all. That's what we have coming up for the next couple of days. We do have the Bug Bite on Friday. On Friday, we're going to be talking about Kevin Durant. On Friday's episode of the Bug Bite, we're going to be talking about Kevin Durant. And we're not... Kevin Durant playing for a million different teams is not the bug that we're going to be talking about. That is not the defect. We're going to be talking about another aspect of Kevin Durant related to tech, right? It's going to be really awesome. Looking forward to seeing you there. All right. So that is everything. Got everything out the way. Let me go and say hello to my friends in the chat. Hello. What's up, Junior? My guy, Junior, always in the build. I had a feeling this was going to happen. Hold on. Now, let me fix that real quick. Let's put some respect on Junior's name. Don't you be messing up his chat message. All right, there goes my guy Junior in the building. Says, "What's up? What's up, family? What's good with you, Junior? How is everything going? Hopefully, you're having a phenomenal day, a phenomenal week." All of that good stuff. It is always a pleasure and a blessing to have my guy Junior, especially on a Tuesday night, because I know at 8:30 Junior has to head out to the faithful, has to head out to Bible study. So he spends about an hour here with me, and I am always so thankful for that. All right. And shout out to everyone watching on Arena, watching on X, watching on Twitch. Shout out to all of you. I really appreciate you for spending you could be anywhere else, but you're spending your Tuesday night with me. So let's do this. Let's get into, we're gonna start off with the event management software, right? I just want to show you what that it works, that doing the Okta login actually works. Can you believe that? Can you believe that it actually works? I was so excited. I was like, what? We in there. And then I'm telling you, yesterday I got to work. I was all right. I know that you're supposed to be humble, and I am the most humble person that I know, right? But I was feeling myself. I was feeling myself yesterday. I had my chest puffed out. I went into work, and I was like, I started typing. I'm like, oh yeah, I was able to get this thing figured out. And let's have a meeting. I'm going to schedule the meeting tomorrow. Let's have a meeting so I can show you what I did. I was feeling myself. I gotta give myself a round of applause, because I was excited, because now I'm getting to add more value. Everywhere that I go, anything that I touch, I just want to add value to it, right? So I sent the message. I said I was able to figure this, that, and the other, and I want to talk to you guys so we can see, so we can move on to the next steps. And they're, oh yeah, definitely, let's meet up. Let's get this thing done. So I'm excited. I was feeling myself because I figured it out. Me and Gemini. It was me and Gemini. Me and Gemini tag teaming, winning. We are winning. All right. All we do is win. All we do is win. So let me go over and show you this. So this is Indigo. So on Sunday, we're able to, so when we click on login, we're able to get to here, right? Login with Okta or the regular login. most likely we'll probably end up just removing this whole thing for the work version. But when you click on login with Okta, and it's gonna take me to asking for my username, and I guess the username is gonna be Ralph at techcoachingwithralph.com. And I do next. And it's gonna ask me to enter a Okta code or a password. I'm gonna do my Okta code. I'm gonna get it from my phone. One thing about Okta, it is heavily reliant on the phone. Like at work, if I don't if I don't have my phone, I'm locked out. Like I have to keep my battery charged up. All right, so I'm gonna select. It's gonna ask me for a code from Okta. Get that code, and that code is, oh come on, let's do that. What? Oh, it's a password. Let me see this. All right, there we go. Boom. We are in. We are in. All that work just to get here. And I think at work we might have to do this whole ordeal here because it should already, if I can just do importing of all the profiles and matching the email address up with the Okta login, everything should be already set up, right? But for my case, I'm just gonna do Tech Coach Ralph, create my identical profile, and we're good. We're good, right? So so the things that I need to do for work, right? Have Okta. So, and I'm pretty sure the company should have this because they already have our Slack accounts created, but have Okta have the Slack ID for each member, and that way once we get in there, everything is all good. Everything we're good, right? So, but that is it. That like we did it. We did it.
Another one.
All right. So I was really excited about that. I'm gonna be scheduling a meeting to talk to the powers that be about our next steps, about how we're gonna get the Slack integration to work, how we have to set up the actual meetings and events so that people can get their notifications. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna start setting up the chat bot so that people can actually receive their messages about where they're supposed to be, all of that good stuff, right? So that's the plan. That like, but we did it. We did it. And because I was able to figure it out on Sunday, now we get to hang out tonight. We get to go over these news stories. We get to have a grand old time. But that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to get us started where we left off on Sunday. And now I'm going to go back to full screen. What we're going to move over into now is I am going to show you the updates to the coaching portal. And before I do that, right? Before I do that, I was on X and I saw an app that somebody built. And it's like it was really cool. And I saw some similarities to what I'm building here, but although the one that what I'm building is more for the people that I'm working with one-on-one. And I was like, I told the person, I'm like, I really like your app. And I think there's a lot of similarities that we might be able to share ideas and stuff like that because my goal is for me to win, for you to win, and whatever. Like, if I have an idea that can help your app be better, and you have one that can help my app be better, I have no problem sharing that idea, that feedback, so that we can win. At the end of the day, I want to win. I want to make money. I want to be successful, but I also want you to be successful too. You know. So yeah, I was looking through their app. I signed up for their app, and I was navigating through it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is really cool. I like the idea, and I even said, hey, I'm a QA engineer, and I do see a little bit of errors that are happening, and I'll be happy to share that information with you as I come across it, as I use your app. But that's because and the key thing is this person, they actually did something. All right, they actually did something, and that is the key. I was on a call today before that's why I was a little late, right? I had to get ready because I was on a call. Networking. We've spoken about this before. What is networking? Well, I'll give you an example of networking, right? I'm coaching someone who wants to get into QA. I know someone who they built an application, but they have very, very less than desirable testing skills. Like they don't really test their application. And I was like, well, my person needs some experience testing. You need testing. And I was like, all right, well, let me network the two of you together so that I can have this application as an opportunity to coach my person, and you can get some testing and not have your software crash and burn. And I was like, and I also took that as an opportunity, like, all right, how many tests have you wrote for your application? None. Well, I'm like, all right, well, you're reading, you're reading and you're reading and you're reading, but you're not actually doing. I said, you got like just start. Just do one. Stop consuming all the information and not putting it to use. Get one done, see how it works, see it pass, and then the second's gonna start, right? And that may I don't know if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, right? But I have a very like when I'm in meetings and I'm just like not able to contribute, I get tired. I'm like, because I need to do something. I hate just sitting there and like I just hate sitting there, right? So I'm like, you build value out of doing, right? Not out you don't there's no value in consuming. The information that you take in, you got to put it back out, right? And that's what everyone that I talk to, like, you got to do something. You got to do something. You got to keep moving. You got to keep working, because that's how you're going to connect. That's how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to grow. You know, anything that you do, you can study it like crazy, but you won't be able to execute it. You won't be able to execute on it until you get to work, right? I I'll give you an example. I've seen my guy Junior doing the I think he called it the human flag, right? So he's at the gym and he's like sideways on the whatever you call that thing. Um and but you could read about how to do it over and over and over and over again, but until you actually try and you fail the first time, and you fail the second time, and you fail the 10th time, you fail the 20th time, now on the 21st, maybe the 30th time, you're going to get halfway before you fail. But guess what? Each time you tried, that's progress. That is progress each time you tried. So I'm like, let's go, let's do it, let's work, let's work, let's work. You write a crappy unit test, who cares? Make it better, make it work, make it pass. Stop harping on your failures, on your difficulties. Everything is hard the first time you try it. Everything is hard the first time you try it. But as you keep going at it over and over and over and over, it gets easier. And that's my message to you. That is my message to you. All right. So, but I digress. Let's jump into the coaching portal, the coaching dashboard. I'm using it myself. I'm really, really excited about it. And so let's jump into this, right? So let me go back to the dashboard. All right, so this is the dashboard, right? So this is my dashboard. Using the lovable credits. So what I mentioned the other day is that one of the features that I added is the momentum tracker, where you can add like different things that you want to get accomplished today, and based on how early you accomplish it, the more points you get, right? So this one is pretty much done. And because I did my mobility flexibility training, oh my God, that mobility flexibility training, my whole body is hurting. I'm telling you.
How dare you?
But I got to get it done. I need to get my ankles stronger and my squats better. So I'm working on this mobility. My wrist, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's painful, but it is worth it. How do they say no pain, no gain? But I got it done. I got it done early. At my last call for my lovable credits, I used that. All right. So basically, the way that this works, let's say you say, yeah, you put in a daily goal, right? What is it that you want to do? And if it's a quick task, it's worth 20 points. If it's a medium task, it's worth 50 points. If it's a major focus, like 1 to 3 hours, then it's worth 100 points. I think you can have custom points in there as well. And you can say if it's one time or if it's recurring, and then it'll show up every day or however many, like what days you set up for it to be recurring. And if it's every day, it'll just show up every day. One time it's just gonna pop up over there. This goal will appear today only and will automatically be removed after completion or at midnight. And just drop in. Let me see. Do I have anything? Let's say I want to edit video for software exploration. And that's gonna, let's say we do that's recurring. It's gonna be on Tuesday. Oops. Weekdays. It says it's gonna be on Tuesday. That's when I have to, let's say edit and schedule. Right? And we say that it is edit and schedule. Let's say it takes about 30 minutes, right? So now every Tuesday it's going to be showing up there. So one of the things I need to fix is for it to automatically pop up, right? So I mean, refresh it, you should be able to see it at that point. These are, it's probably for tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. It's possible, I think because of the time of the server, it's not showing the one that I just added, but whatever. But that's how it would work. The days that it shows up. The thing is with Lovable is that their time is UTC, so I need to change it to make sure it's not UTC so I can see the right things at the right time. But nonetheless, as you get these things done, it is going to update your rewards. And for the rewards, you can set up your rewards by saying, so my epic goal is to go to all you can eat Brazilian buffet if I get 3,000 points for the month. But it's set up if I get to 1,500 points, then I'm gonna get a tomahawk steak that I'm gonna make myself. And if I get to 500 points, I would go get me a cold brew nitro coffee, which I don't think I'm gonna waste my 500 points on that. I believe I'm gonna try to go for the Brazilian meat buffet, but I might have to settle for the tomahawk steak. We shall see. But it's a way to build that self drive. I remember in one of the David Goggins video, an interview, he was talking about having the carrot and the stick. Well, for most people, they need that carrot to chase, right? So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to have you create your own carrot to chase, your own ghost to chase. And I'll tell you this, I did not want to wake up this morning, right? But I had my app, I had the phone on, and I saw that if I get up, right, this thing didn't add. Yeah, this thing didn't add. So something's not right with this because this thing didn't add. But if I woke up, I would get my 15 points or my 30 points, right? Because it's multiplied 1.5. So I was like, all right, let me get up, let me get my points. And now it's going to build the habit. And then that allowed me to go down here into my my habit tracker and say that I met my daily goal of waking up early at 5:30 a.m. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. I was like, all right, cool. Hated it, but I did it. I have to get back to it, right? That's the and then this setup Indico events on ECS with Slack plugin. That one is getting closer and closer. So we set up SSO with Okta. Let me see. We did so next up I gotta do the setup the manage AWS database for Postgres. Could we do that ourselves here? I guess we could do it, but doing the whole things I have to think about that. I have to think about that. I might just have to do this part at work because doing the whole setup that I did at work is gonna be a pain. So I don't know. But we might take this on ourselves as well. We shall see. But it's there it is. There it is. So we have we're hitting our milestones. I'm just using my own tools. I like to use my own tools to show success. All right. Anything else that I have in here? So I have the habit tracker. I have the goals. Let me see. Can I get rid of this test goal? We'll leave it there for now. Let me see. Badges. So at 5,000 so complete 50 total activities. So we have these badges that we can unlock as well. So like just different things. And I don't expect everyone to use everything, but I want to make the tools available so that you can go and chase the ones that are like the ones that are going to work for you. I want to make the tools available so that you can use what's going to work for you and that you can go out there and win. And then, like I said earlier, I want you to win. All right. Let me check the chat really quick. We got my guy Junior says, I'm able to hold that human flag for about 12 seconds now. That is awesome. I'm telling you, I've been doing those mobility exercises. Oh my God. Like they're centered around squat flexibility and being able to hold a deep-seated squat, a passive deep-seated squat. It's rough. It is rough. And like like my shoulders feel shot, right? But I'm trying to get better. All right. I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm gonna be honest. It's because I am jealous of that 16-year-old jiu-jitsu star at my gym that I'm trying to get. I want to be as flexible as him, right? I know that I will not ever be as flexible as him, but that is a good goal to aspire to. Right? So that's why I'm trying to get a lot more mobile and flexible and stuff like that. All right, we got a Rob Balti in the building says play Clash Royale. Play Clash Royale. I, you know what? You know why I don't play video games? I don't play video games because I treat my work as a video game. On Monday's video is going to be about how I gamify everything that I do so that I can be productive and I can have fun doing it. So Monday's Candid Conversation is going to be about gamifying your workflow. All right. All right. So let's do this. We are going to jump into our first news story for the day. And we're going to be talking about Aura rings. I don't know if I don't know if you guys are familiar with Aura rings, right? But they are a let me see. Let's go to so Aura rings, $11 billion valuation. So they are a smart device, smart health device where it's a ring that you wear on your finger and it's able to track your metrics, your vitals and stuff like that. So giving you like your pulse. I don't know exactly all the details that it gives you, but it is tracking information and it is able to give you information, right? So let's go and let's take a look at the article. Shout out to Miss Freckles in the building. All right, so Aura Rings, $11 billion valuation. So this is a picture of how the Aura Rings look, right? I've seen them on Amazon. They're a little thick. I am not like rings make me uncomfortable, right? Rings make me uncomfortable. So that's why I don't wear them. Like I don't know, any type of ring that I like, anything on my fingers, I just feel blah, right? I feel like restricted. But let's read together. It says Aura Ring maker raising $875 million, yes, million dollar Series E valuation. So they raised $875 million in Series E. I think Series F is the last funding round from what we read the other day, bringing valuation to $11 billion. Aura Health, the maker of Aura Health and Fitness Ring is raising $875 million in a new Series E financing round, valuing it at around $10.9 billion, according to a new report from Bloomberg. The round, which is expected to close by the end of the month, would double the company's $5 billion valuation from its Series D round announced last December. The report notes that the Series E round could still exceed $900 million. It's nice. It's nice. It says Aura has sold 5.5 million rings to date, a notable increase from the 2.5 million reported in June of 2024. So about a year and less than 6 months. Yeah, a year and less than 6 months, right? They have less than a year and a half. They have more than doubled their sales of Aura rings. The company is expected to generate more than $1 billion in revenue this year, doubling the 500 million it made in 2024. As for 2026, the company forecasts sales to exceed $1.5 billion. The company plans to use the new funding to scale production, further expand internationally, and invest in product development. Bloomberg notes that the company's recent growth has been driven by female consumers, retail store sales, purchases made through health savings account, and expansion into international markets. Can you buy an Aura ring through a health savings account? Huh. That's interesting. That is interesting. So let's take a quick look at Aura rings. Let's see what that's all about. Aura ring. Let's go to their website. Aura ring. So this is an Aura ring. So they have 4 now. Let's take a look at how it works. Let's do some investigation. Although I might not buy all the technology, I like to look at it, read about it to see what it's all about, the features that it has. So let's find out about Aura Ring over here, right? So that smart ring on your finger, it continually collecting data on 50 health and wellness metrics that directly impact your well-being day and night. So wake up rested, check your daily readiness and sleep scores in the Aura app to clearly understand if you're ready to get after it or if you should go back to bed. Readiness 86 is optimal. Go get them. Awake 1 hour and 21 minutes. REM sleep is 1 hour and 16 minutes, 20%. Light sleep is 4 hours and 4 minutes. And deep sleep is 1 hour and 2 minutes. Interesting. Heart rate. So it measures your heart rate. That's pretty cool. Ready, set, get going. From running to rowing, Aura tracks your daily movement to help you achieve your goals. You're not in alone. Share your daily scores and achievements with your community in Aura circles. Similar to like how Fitbit was. I remember those Fitbit challenges where you just start walking around in circles to beat your competitors, right? That's how competitive we are. So at noon, so this is at noon, it's telling you to do something. At 3, find balance in your day. Aura detects and guides you through moments of stress to help you find balance in your day-to-day. Meditate, energy reset, heart rate, interesting. And then this is at 10 p.m. Wind down. When you go to sleep, Aura goes to work, translating your sleep data to define your optimal sleep schedule and spot areas for improvement. Interesting. All right. So what else? All right. Let me see. How can I get back? So why Aura? Let's see. A first of its kind smart ring. It actually doesn't look that big in the pictures. Daytime stress. 12 years of experience and research. 25 PhDs. 25 plus PhDs. 4 generations. 4 millions of Aura members. I'm just not a ring person. All right, let's see what the pricing is on this. Oh, they have a glucose monitor too. Let me see. What is this glucose monitor? Hold on. Shop or menu. Stello Glucose Biocenter. Oh, so they do glucose monitoring too. For people not on insulin age 18 and older, if don't use if on insulin or on dialysis. So is this because I've been wanting to get one of these glucose monitors, but you kind of need to have diabetes to get it unless you can get one that is like over the counter. But I just like to track the data for that. So, and this is HSA eligible. Let me see. A powerful glucose biosensor that tracks your glucose. When you pair Stella with an Aura membership, you'll be able to see glucose in the Aura app, revealing how your meals, activities, sleep, stress impact your glucose levels, so you can make choices that help you feel your best. You'll get 30-day supply when you purchase 2-pack. 2-pack is $100. Let me see. So is this one? Is this one Estelo? Interesting. Because some of these, they require you to have like a sickness to be able to purchase it. But it looks like this one is not like this one doesn't require you to have diabetes in order to get it. It's pretty cool. Anyways, we're not talking about the glucose biosensor. We are talking about the ring. So let's take a look at the ring. The ring it is wow, it is available through HSA. Look at that. I didn't think it would be. I don't know why. I'm kind of surprised that it is available through HSA. Let's see. It is $349. $349. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let me see. Miss Freckles says there. So Miss Freckles first said, I have a Ring-Con, which is 100 times better. A ring. What is a Ring-Con? Let's see what Ring-Con is. Ring-Con. Let me see that. Ring-Con. Let's go check out Ring-Con as per Miss Freckles' recommendations. So Ring-Con is, that's Amazon. I don't want to get it. I want their actual website. Ring-Con. So Gen 2 Air. And Matt, did you guys ever think you'd see the day where your ring has a charger? Your ring has a charger. That's something for you. Let's see. Your smart ring always by your side. So what features does this one have? Let's see. Treated by those who wear it, or trusted by those who wear it. What are the features? Let's go to Gen. Let's learn more. AI health for all people, all time, all scenarios. Comfort fit design for all day wear, engineered for ultimate comfort. The ring adapts to your daily routine. It's lightweight design, and snug fit makes it so unobtrusive. Perfect day to mess that word up, right? When Miss Freckles is here. That you'll forget you're wearing it. Perfect for workout, sleep, and everyday tasks. One ring and its combinations. Let's see. Ring protector and sizing kit. AI that can listen. AI that cares. One charge, 10 days of power. Looks similar. I mean, I haven't used neither of them, so I can't really say which one is better or not. But I am interested in that glucose monitor. But let's go back to full screen. Let's wrap that topic up. All right, so let me check the chat. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what Miss Freckles is saying. Miss Freckles starts off with saying, "You don't know anything. You can do it." That's how you get hurt, Miss Freckles. That's how you get hurt in jiu-jitsu. I know my age. I know my limitations. I'm just gonna hope for the best. All right, I'm just gonna hope for the best. Let's see. Miss Freckles says she bought her Ring-Con with an HSA card. Okay, I had no idea you could do that. I had no idea you could buy that with HSA. There's just a subscription, right? For the, it's a good question. I'm sure there's a subscription. The question is it a paid subscription? Because you can have the device. Because like for Fitbit, for instance, right? You have the app and you have an account, but at the time that I had a Fitbit, you didn't have a paid subscription. So let's find out. I'm curious to find out. Let's go and check. We go back to Aura. And let's say we go to, or let's just do a search. Is Aura subscription, or how much is Aura Ring membership? Aura Ring membership costs $5.99 per month or $69.99 USD annually. So you pay $350 for the device and you pay $5.99 a month or $70 per year. What's included with the membership: daily sleep readiness, activity scores, personalized health insights, detailed sleep analysis. All right, so what about RingCon? App lifetime subscription. Let me see. Is there a price? There's no RingCon membership or subscription fee. Interesting. No recurring fees, lifetime access, your purchase. Okay, well, +1 for RingCon. What about the Aura Stello sensor membership cost? Is that also part of the $5.99? Does not have separate membership costs with Aura. You can purchase the sensor and integrate them with your existing. So, I mean, you'd have to get the $5.99 in order to see it. Okay, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let me keep reading the chat. Let me see what we got going on. Miss Freckles says RingCon lost the legal battle, even though it's a better product and quality. They're still selling it though. But it happens a lot that it's like I don't know what the case was with RingCon, but it can be like you're infringing on a patent, even though you made it better. But the fact is that you made something better that was patented. So I can see it happening. Let me see. Ms. Freckles says glucose monitoring is. I've been wanting to monitor my glucose for a very, very long time. I hate doing the skin pricking. I'd rather just have because I like seeing data in real time, right? So I just want to have the glucose monitor on and I can just see what's happening. One thing that I've been nervous about is doing jujitsu with the glucose monitor on, but I heard that there are people who do it. Kind of makes me nervous, but I'll definitely give it a try because I just like to see the data in real time. I like to see what my numbers are so that I can make adjustments that way. Says only buy it when it goes on sale. That's a fact. Let's see. It says RingCon, there's a subscription. We just see that. Michelle says RingCon is banned in the USA now, I believe. What? Never. Let's double check that. Let's see. That would suck. Let's see. RingCon. Let me check RingCon again. Let's see. Let's go to their website. I mean, if it's HSA and FSA eligible, is it really banned in the US? Let me see. Shop now. Is it banned in the US? Let's see. Is RingCon banned in the USA? Oh, wow. Yes, RingCon smart rings are subject to an import and sales ban in the USA as of October 21st, 2025. So there's still time to get it. Right? Following a U.S. International Trade Commission ITC ruling in favor of Aura Health, the ITC found that RingCon and Ultrahuman infringe upon Aura's patent for the. I called it. Aura's patent for the form factor of their smart rings, leading to exclusion and cease and desist orders. While existing devices and services continue to operate normally, new sales and imports of RingCon rings in the U.S. are prohibited.
Bruh.
Thank you for that information, Ms. Freckles. Truly appreciate it. All right, we are going to jump into next. We're going to be talking about Amazon. Yes, good old Amazon. So let me set the stage. Let me set the stage so that we can watch this video. about what is going on with our dearly beloved friends over at Amazon. Let me find the video. Let's go with this one. And we're gonna go to here. Boom. All right. So we are going to watch this video about what is going on with the one, the only Amazon. How they're in a little bit of a pickle. They are in a little bit of a pickle. So let's go to here. And we are all right. So let me put up the banner for this as well. So Amazon versus the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. They are in the crosshairs. I haven't even watched this video yet. I read the headline. I was like, you know what? We have to review this together because what is going on? What in the world is going on? Let's watch it first.
Had trouble at one point or another canceling a subscription or two. And just this week, Amazon will be in court for allegedly making it too hard for Prime members to cancel theirs. News Nation's Ryan Bass joins us now. So, Ryan, what does this mean for everyone using Amazon Prime? Where do we go from here?
Well, first of all, we've all had trouble with that gym subscription. I've got 2 of them I've been trying to cancel forever, Kelly. And when it comes to here, Amazon is accused of deceptive subscription practices. And basically what this is this trial is about accountability for Amazon's biggest moneymaker, which of course is Prime. It is a massive subscription service. We're talking about the world's largest paid subscription program with more than 200 million members. And the Federal Trade Commission argues Amazon used confusing design tactics to push as many as 40 million people into signing up while making trying to cancel an absolute nightmare. In fact, regulators say leaving Prime could take 4 pages, 15 steps with an internal code name for the cancellation process, allegedly called Iliad. Now they're pushing for fines, refunds, and a permanent ban on these tactics. And it matters because Prime members drive 3/4 of Amazon's sales and spend about twice as much as non-members do. Now, a pretrial judge may have actually helped set the tone here, ruling last week that Amazon broke federal law by collecting billing info too soon before disclosing payment terms. But jurors still have to decide if customers really actually consented here, Kelly, and if cancellation was fair.
Yeah, that's the big question. So has Amazon responded? Could this reshape the subscriptions, how they work for other companies as well?
Yeah, this could be the tip of the iceberg, Kelly. And Amazon has made it clear that Prime is certainly clear in terms of its terms here and that customers know exactly what they're signing up for. The tech giant did send a statement to News Nation, which reads in part that neither Amazon nor the individual defendants did anything wrong. We remain confident the facts will show these executives acted properly, and we always put customers first. Now, Kelly, the FTC wins here. Amazon could be facing big fines. They could be facing refunds to customers and new rules for signing up and canceling Prime. But this goes well beyond just Amazon here. I mean, this could potentially force some big changes to the subscription models and landscape across industries. We're talking about from streaming to software, Kelly. So this could have big implications across big tech if the FTC does in fact win this lawsuit.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your.
So now here's my starting question for you. Have you ever, and it doesn't have to be for Prime in particular, right? But have you ever been on the struggle bus? On the struggle bus, trying to cancel something. How about when these people say, oh, you know, you have 14 days to try it out, and we will give you a refund, no questions asked, and then you're all right, cool, let me go and sign up. They have my money. 13 days come around, you're like, it's not really working for me. I want my money back, and they're like, why? Or they don't respond to you, and then they respond to you on the 20th day. I'm like, oh no, you passed the 14-day trial. We can't give you a refund. So let's dive in a little bit deeper into this situation with Amazon, right? So the CNBC article, similar to the video we just watched, it says, well, yeah. So the video we just watched was brought to us by News Nation. CNBC also talks about this, right? So Amazon faces off against the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, over deceptive Prime programming. Key points that we have to look out for in this article. Amazon is heading to court this week for the start of the FTC's Prime lawsuit. The complaint filed in 2023 alleges Amazon tricked and trapped. They tricked and they trapped.
Bruh.
They lured, and see, another word for this, right? Another word for this, they lured and they kidnapped consumers into signing up for Prime, then made it too difficult and confusing for them to cancel their memberships.
Bruh.
Jury trial began on Monday, and opening arguments are slated for Tuesday, which would be, what day is today? Today is Tuesday. So that means that they had opening arguments yesterday, the trial began yesterday. The opening arguments began today. Yup. So, and with all said and done, Amazon stock went up. So let's read. Amazon and the Federal Trade Commission are squaring off. They're like, put your dukes up, right? Says are squaring off in a long-awaited trial over whether the company duped. That's such a mean word to use, right? Like saying that the users got duped. I don't want to put some respect on my name, all right? Into paying for Prime membership. The lawsuit filed by the FTC in June of 2023 under the Biden administration alleges that Amazon deceived tens of millions of customers into signing up for its Prime subscription program and sabotaged their attempts to cancel it. Amazon has denied any wrongdoing. Of course they're going to. And guess what? They will never admit to any wrongdoing. Companies will never admit to any wrongdoing because what they'll do, they'll settle, but they won't admit to wrongdoing. You know what? Let's make this go away. And I'm gonna be honest, all right?
I'm just being honest.
I'll do the same thing. Let's settle. I'm not admitting to wrongdoing. Because if you admit to wrongdoing, then the floodgates open up. Settle, pay something, pay them off, and you move on from there, right? It says the trial is being held in a federal court in Seattle, Amazon's backyard. Now, does Amazon have the judge in its pocket already? I don't know. I'm just speculating. Shout out to my guy Junior. You have a wonderful Bible study, my guy Junior. I will talk to you later. All right. Let's see. All right, it says launched in 2005, Amazon's Prime program has grown to be one of the most popular subscription services in the world, with more than 200 million members globally. Imagine that. If they're paying, like, let's say, you know what? Let me see something. Let's see if we do percentage of Amazon Prime members who pay monthly versus yearly. I don't know why that popped into my mind, but I'm just curious. As of 2025, a 2025 Consumer Intelligence Research Partners report found that 58% of US Amazon Prime members pay monthly, while 42% pay annually. This marks a significant shift since 2017, when only 31% paid monthly, as monthly subscriptions are now the dominant payment method for Prime members. How much is, all right, so increased by, while more expensive annually, 180 versus 139, monthly subscriptions allow for greater flexibility, which appeal to members who want to pause or discontinue their membership. So they're paying 180 yearly if they keep it for the full year versus 140. I mean, I guess it depends. Renewal rates. Although monthly subscribers pay more, a substantial portion, 77%, continue to pay without a break in the past year. I will say this, though. There are some things that I would say are worth paying monthly for. there are some things that are worth paying yearly for. It just depends on how often the level of usage that you're gonna have, right? I know that I need, or not I need, but I know that Amazon Prime is very, very valuable to me, that I use it a lot. So I just pay for the year and I don't have to think about it. For example, my car insurance, I pay for the 6 months, I pay 6 months at a time and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to like, and it's cheaper, right? But the software that I use to stream, I pay for that monthly, although I've had it for more than a year, which kind of annoyed me after the fact. But I'm like, at any given moment, I can switch softwares, and I don't want to be locked into it. And I'm not now. I find a better software, and then I have to keep paying for something that I'm not using. That's happened to me a few times, and that really pissed me off, right? Because like some of the softwares that I have, it's like they just stop working, and I'm like, now what? Now what? You know? So whatever. Let's go back to the article. Let's go back to the article. All right. So membership. So the membership cost is right here. Membership costs $139 a year and includes perks like free shipping and access to streaming content. Data has shown that Prime members spend more and shop more often than non-Prime members do. So, did you guys also hear that Amazon is going to be restricting Prime membership access to immediate family members in the same household? So like you can't really share your Amazon account. I think it was Amazon, right? I'm pretty sure it was Amazon. It says Amazon founder and executive chairman Jeff Bezos famously said the company wanted Prime to be such a good value, you'd be irresponsible not to be a member. Regulators argue Amazon broke competition and consumer protection laws by tricking customers into subscribing to Prime. They pointed to examples like a button on the site that instructed users to complete their transactions and did not clearly state they were also agreeing to join Prime for a recurring subscription. Millions of consumers accidentally enrolled in Prime without knowledge or consent, but Amazon refused. They refused to fix this known problem, described internally by employees as an unspoken cancer.
Bruh.
Because clarity adjustments would lead to a drop in subscribers, the agency wrote in a court filing last week.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Sounds like, you know what? Forget it. Trial over. Guilty as charged. I'm just kidding. The FCC says the cancellation process is equally confusing, requiring users to navigate four, not one, not two, not three, but four web pages and choose from 15 options. A labyrinth. Is that labyrinthine mechanism that the company referred to internally as Iliad, referencing Homer's epic poem about the Trojan War. Wow. You know what? I wanted to go look at the Iliad. So what is the Iliad? The Iliad is an ancient Greek epic poem traditionally attributed to Homer, not Homer Simpson, but Homer from back, from ancient Greek times, that describes events from the final weeks of the Trojan War, a 10-year siege of the city of Troy. The poem focuses on the wrath of the hero Achilles, the interaction of the gods and humans, and explores themes of glory, honor, homecoming, and fate. It is one of the earliest and most famous works in Western literature, written around the 8th century BCE. And Amazon's internal name. Amazon has argued that the Prime sign-up and cancellation process are clear and simple, adding that the company has always been transparent about Prime's term. As transparent as the swampy Everglade waters.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Occasional customer frustrations and mistakes are inevitable, especially for a program as popular as Amazon Prime, the company wrote in a recent court filing. Evidence that a small percentage of customers misunderstood Prime enrollment or cancellation does not prove that Amazon's cancellation violated the law. A crackdown on dark patterns. Shout out to my guy Magnetar. What's up, what's up, what's up? Says, the FTC notched an early win in the case last week when U.S. District Court Judge John Chun ruled Amazon and two senior executives violated the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act by gathering Prime members' billing information before disclosing the term of the service. Chun also said that the two senior Amazon executives would be individually liable if a jury sides with the FTC due to the level of oversight they maintained over the Prime enrollment and cancellation process. Oh my goodness. Soon they're going to be like,
I'm in a bind, Nate.
They are in a bind. They are in a bind. Says Amazon's Prime boss Jamil Ghani and Neil Lindsay, a senior vice president in its health division who previously oversaw Prime technology and business operations, are named defendants in the complaint. Oh my God. It's getting real out here. It is getting real out here. See, Russell Grandinetti, Amazon Senior Vice President of International Consumer, is also named in the suit, but Chung argued that he had less involvement in the operation of the Prime organization, the Prime Mafia family. That's what I'm calling it now. The PMF, Prime Mafia family. That's Ghani, Lindsay, Grandinetti. They're on it, right? It's a mafia. It's a mafia. All right. Chun also scolded attorneys for Amazon in July for withholding thousands of documents from the FTC and abusing a legal privilege to shield them from scrutiny. Among the documents was a 2020 email where Amazon's retail chief, Doug Harrington, said subscription driving was a shady practice and referred to Bezos as the company's chief dark arts officer. Woo, shots fired. Ooh, that's harsh. That hurt me. That even hurt me. Amazon spokesperson Maxine Tagay told CNBC in a statement, the bottom line is that neither Amazon nor the individual defendants did anything wrong. We remain confident that the facts will show these executives acted properly, and we always put customers' money first. I added money. Customers first, right? The company also faces a separate lawsuit brought by the FTC in 2023, accusing it of wielding an illegal monopoly. What? Not a monopoly. That case is set to go on trial in February of 2027. That's a long time. So in 2023, you bought a case and now it's going to trial in 2027? Good Lord. The Prime case is part of the FTC's broader crackdown on so-called dark patterns, which it began examining in 2022. The phrase refers to deceptive design tactics meant to steer users towards buying a product or service or giving up their privacy. Bruh. The agency brought a similar dark pattern against Uber in April, accusing the ride-hailing and delivery company of deceptive billing and cancellation practices tied to its Uber One subscription service. Uber has disputed the FTC's allegations. Remember, we're all innocent until proven guilty, all right? Even these companies, even these cheating companies. I'm just kidding. I use Amazon. I use Uber. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm just being dramatic. I am just being dramatic. Earlier this year, it reached a settlement with online dating service Match and online education firm Chegg over claims that their subscription practices were deceptive or hard to cancel. Telling you. Is that it? That is it? That is the article from... That's the story. That is the full scoop. Amazon versus the Federal Trade Commission. What will happen? How is it going down? We shall find out. We're gonna follow this story. We are going to follow this story. I would actually go and try to cancel my Amazon account to see how hard it is, but I like my Amazon account. I like so I don't know. Well, It is what it is. You know what, Amazon, you do get one of these though.
How dare you?
All right. How dare you do these alleged practices on your customers? All right. But let me check the chat and then we will move on with the show. What do we have left? All right, we have ResumeFlow next. All right. So we got my guy Magnetar in the building. Hits us with the Sith. Coach Ralph.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Shout out to my guy Magnetar. Magnetar says the Trojan War. Yes, that was where the Iliad was from. Shout out to my guy Magnetar. All right. Let's see. Let me check if there's anything else. We are good. We are good to go. All right, cool. So what I want to do now is I want to show you guys. So ResumeFlow had some updates. They made the sign up process a lot easier. Like you can actually get your resume analyzed right away, get some feedback, all of that good stuff. So I wanted to share that with you, to show you the enhancements so you guys can go and try it out for yourself, upload your resume, get some feedback, all of that good stuff. So what we're going to do, I am going to bring it up. Let's test drive ResumeFlow.app. And I'm gonna pull it up. The website is pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the description of the video, but ResumeFlow, let's check it out. And this, my friends, is ResumeFlow. And it is as simple as, so let's say you're here, you can see why ResumeFlow. It has this little video that tells you about it, the purpose of it, to help you out. But straight from the homepage, right, you can get started right away where you can just drop your resume right here, which just thought about something. But you can just drop your resume right here and it's gonna start doing an analysis. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get let me get a resume here that I can drop. Let's see. We're gonna see. Let's hopefully everything works well. All right. If not, it's gonna be pretty bad. But let's go. Let's go to. Where can I find the resume? All right. Let's go to. Take this one. So this was a resume that I updated as part of. All right. So we can do. Let me see. Let's go with Ralph at techcoachingwithralph.com. Continue. And right there, right, you just put in your email just so it can link your email to your resume, and it is going to start doing an analysis on your resume, and boom, just like that, you have a score. It tells you what are the key strengths of your resume, what are some improvements, some keywords that it found. You can do a detailed analysis where it'll show you how the ATS system sees your resume. You can do a detailed score breakdown. And it tells you why it came up with that score, some specific improvements to do. Like in mine, for example, it says that I have 2 GitHub links because I have 2 different GitHubs. And so a single entry to streamline information and avoid confusion, ensure consistent use of standard headings for sections like experience, education, and skills to enhance ATS compatibility, use a simple and clean layout to without excessive graphics or unusual fonts that may disrupt ATS parsing, the readability score, keyword scoring, and then some action items to take to make your resume even better. All right. And let's say now you're like, all right, cool. Let me see how do I match up to a job, right? So let me go ahead and give me a second. I'm going to pull up a job description. Give me a second to find one. Let's go to find a job. So let's try this one real quick. So I have this job. So let's take this job, right? I'm gonna copy the URL. Something that LinkedIn used to do, they used to have like a direct link. So you see how they have this copy link. So let's copy this link. It kind of changes a little bit, which is kind of weird. But let's say you go here and now, all right, cool. I'm interested in this job, right? I'm gonna just post the link right here, and I'm gonna say analyze job URL. And now that's when they want you to sign up an account. I think based on how often you use it, that's when they want you to sign up an account. But I'm gonna do Tech Coach Ralph. I'm gonna sign up the account, and I'm gonna say Ralph at Tech Coaching with Ralph.com. Password. And I'm gonna say create account and continue. And it's gonna start my analysis. So now it's comparing my resume to that job. Creates my account and it goes straight into analyzing the resume. And you give it some time because it's comparing the two, and boom, look at that, look at that. We have a match score 85, matching skills, lead Q engineer, mobile application testing, automated testing infrastructure, cloud infrastructure with Terraform, API testing. However, the missing skills, specific experience with iOS and Android platforms, mobile testing, automation frameworks, recommendations. So now based on that, I can go back and I can modify and update my resume to meet those criteria so that I can have a better chance of landing that resume, all of that good stuff. You can save the job, you can mark it as applied, and you can actually track your your whole application process all the way to when you have the interview and stuff like that. So if I say save job, and I'm going to say save job, and it's saved. And let's say I have say that one. I have the interview coming up. I say interview date is going to be on the 25th, right? Update. Oh, interview questions, 40 interview questions. That's going to help me out. Cool. Let me do that. And now they want you to upgrade. All right. So that's when they want you to upgrade to get those interview questions. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to reach out to them. You know what? At least give the people one set of interview questions, maybe two, right? But that's basically how it works. You'd get your interview questions, and you can start getting ready for your interview. You can start getting ready for your interview. But that's it. So that's basically ResumeFlow, helping you to get your resume better and to get more, to match better with the jobs that you are interested in, so that you can have a better chance, you can have a fighting chance of landing that job. All right, but that's basically it. Wanted to show off. I know they just made a major update to the whole sign up flow, to the pricing flow and everything like that. So wanted to, and into the if we go over here real quick. If you go into your profile, they made some updates in here as well, where you can have you can upgrade your plan to whatever you want, with all the details, all that good stuff. So, and it goes through Stripe, very secure, all that good stuff, right? So just wanted to share that with you guys. Check it out, resume. I'm going to drop it in the chat in case anyone wants to check it out. It's also pinned to the top of the chat. Check out resume. All right, but that is basically it. Get your resume analyzed via AI, see how well it matches up to the applicant tracking system, and you can compare it to the job that you're interested in, so you can see where you're strong at, where you're weak at, so that you can become a better match for that position, so that you can have a better chance of getting that interview and getting hired. Because once you get there, then you are good to go. All right, let me check the chat. Let me see. Are we on? Yep, cool. Let me check the chat, and then we will continue on with our next story, which I think we're gonna get into. We're gonna get into OpenAI. If we have time, we'll get to Ray-Ban. But I want to get into OpenAI because it's really good information about OpenAI. So let me see what we got going on in the chat. Let's see here. Let's see. Magnus says, I have Amazon as well. And Magnus says, I will use this. I still have 2 people's resumes that I am trying to work on since federal is going to 2 pages. What is federal currently at now? Is it at 1 page or is it at more than 2 pages? Is it like going up or is it going down? Just out of curiosity. And let's say Miss Freckles says, hello, Ty, for being a good friend to my mom from her daughter. Friend to my mom from her daughter. I'm a little confused, Miss Freckles. I'm gonna just a slight bit confused, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna say hi, hello, Ty as well. Hello, Ty as well. We got my guy Rod Brown in the building. Says salute to my TCR fam. Shout out to you, Rod Brown. How are you doing, Rod Brown? Are you going live tomorrow, or was last week the end? Was last week the end?
Bruh.
Magnus says Deacon Rod Brown. Oh, I'm just okay. I am just slow. TY is thank you. Okay. Thank you for helping me. Because I'm like, who's Ty? I'm like, is that it? Who I had no I was like, is there a phantom in my chat? Who in the world is Ty? But thank you. See, I am not good with these abbreviations. I saw an abbreviation the other day, and I was like, how in the world did you put that together to be an abbreviation? Yeah, I'm bad. I am bad.
You're such a nerd.
Yep. All right. And Rod Brown doesn't seem like he liked to be called a deacon. What? You don't like to be called a deacon? What was the show? Was it Amen, Rod Brown? Was it Amen where you had George Jefferson? He had his grown adult daughter who was not married, and the guy, I forgot his name, but was he the deacon? He was a deacon, wasn't he? Like all right, we're gonna have to do a quick little detour. We're gonna have to detour really quick. All right, let's go to Amen TV show. We had, it was from 1986 to 1991. It must have came on after the Jeffersons. Let's see. We had, who was the cast? We had, I remember her, Anna Maria Horsford, and who was Deacon? Remember him? Was he Deacon? Oh, he was Reverend. I thought he was Deacon. Was he Reverend or Deacon? Let me see. Was Clifton Davis Deacon? I guess he was. So what show had the Deacon? Deacon on Amen TV show, or was he just Reverend? He was not Deacon. He was the, wow. Oh, okay. Sherman Hemsley was the Deacon, and Clifton Davis was the Reverend. Okay, I got it. I stand correct. I stand corrected. Magnetar says the resume page will be going down. I had like 15 pages, but my particular agency went down to 5. 15. You know what, Magnetar? People were laughing at me because I had like 5 pages on my resume. Right? I was in the Discord that I was in, and they were laughing at me because I had like 5 pages in my resume, and you had 15. Good Lord, that's a lot of pages. They were like, it should be 1.5 the most. I was like, man, look. I spit hot code, right? I spit hot fire. Like there is like I cannot be contained. I cannot express myself in a 1-page resume. All right. So take me as I am, or don't take me at all.
Another one.
All right, that's how I felt. That's how I felt.
Ain't believing us.
All right, just saying. I'm just.
I was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest.
I'm just being honest. That's how I felt about it, right? But wow, 2 pages. I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. I think that back in the days, 1-page resumes was really important because that's when you'd have to go walking around with a resume in your hand, taking it here, taking it there, handing it off to this company, handing it off to that company. Paper was expensive, printing was expensive. Now you just email it. So the more information, especially with there was no ATS, no applicant tracking system back in the days. So it just was more work to have to carry resumes around, hand it to people and stuff like that. Now I can't even remember the last time I've had a printed resume. I don't even remember. Like when I'm interviewing people at work, I just have it on the computer. So it's a totally different ballgame. It is a totally different ballgame. I think that having more pages is more helpful. All right. All right. Let me see. Rob Ross says, "Yep, that's a." I used to love that show. I like A-Man. I like 227. I liked, what else did I like? I like My Brother and Me on Nickelodeon back in the days. I like Pete and Pete. Hey Dude. What else did I like? I liked more. I like Boy Meets World. Family Matters. You know what? A couple of summers ago, I went back and I watched the whole first 2 seasons of Family Matters. They were awesome. They were actually awesome. Let me see. Magnetar says that this is all being done because of Mr. Orange Guy. Yep, because Mr. Orange Guy said, you know what? I don't like those 15-page resumes. I want them down to 2-page resumes. I want them down to 2. No more 15-page resumes. I want, out of all the things that could be bothering me, it's the 15-page resumes. It's Magnetar specifically 15-page resume. I want 2-page resumes. But for Magnetar, I'll make an exception. Magnetar, you can have a 5-page resume. But everyone else, 2. Not 3, not 1, 2-page resumes, all right? Magnetar says, me too. Is something I must have said. Let's see. Magnetar says, my brother and me, you know, Amanda Seals was on that, right? That's what she was on? Who did she play? All right, hold on. Oh my God. What are you guys doing? You guys talking about derailing the show tonight, right? So Amanda Seals, My Brother and Me. Let me see. Who is she on My Brother and Me? That was her? Let me see. I need a better picture. I don't even remember her. I kind of remember her. I remember him. Was his name Alfie? I think his name was Alfie, right? I forgot what the younger brother's name was. Huh. You're right. I would have never put 2 and 2 together. I would have never known. Anyhow. All right, cool. Let me see. The best friend of their older sister. Ah, okay, yeah. I wouldn't have put that together. That was such a long. What year was My Brother and Me? I'm gonna go back and watch My Brother and Me. My Brother and Me was. Let me see. When was My Brother? My Brother. No. Oh wait, it's My Brother and Me. My Brother and Me was one season. Just 1 season. Jeez, that sucks. 1994. It was rated. All right, we gotta share this. All right. It was rated 8.2 on IMDb, right? And it only had 1 season. That sucks. I tell you. They just don't make good shows nowadays. Anymore, right? Oh wait, anyways, let's get into this OpenAI discussion, right? So, let me go over to here. So OpenAI Stargate data center. They opened up a data center. They opened up a data center. So let's see what's going on here. It says OpenAI's first data center in $500 billion Stargate project is open in Texas, with sites coming in New Mexico and Ohio. All I hear is jobs, jobs, jobs. I hope. Hopefully it's not fully automated and robotic, right? But that's gonna be awesome. That is gonna be awesome. Let's see. It says OpenAI and Oracle. So it's key points. OpenAI and Oracle are betting big on America's AI future, bringing online the flagship site of $500 billion Stargate program in Abilene, Texas. In Abilene, Texas. Which reminds me of the amazing, riveting conversation that we had with Rod Brown on Saturday in our Vibe Code and Chill, which I'm going to be uploading that clip to the Patreon tomorrow. But it was a fascinating conversation. Rod Brown shared with us about his new role as the director of AI. Yes, the director of AI for the world. Rod Brown is the director of AI for the entire world. Okay, I might be exaggerating just a smidget. I might be exaggerating just a smidget. Maybe not the entire world. Maybe just for the company he works for. But he was telling us about search engine optimization and how generative engine optimization is taking over. And he breaks it down in great detail. Check it out tomorrow, techodrop.dev, where I'm going to be putting up that clip where Rod Brown is giving us the game. Says that site is the first of the Stargate program to come online and is up and running with Oracle Cloud infrastructure and racks of NVIDIA chips. I wonder how. When was this announced? Let me see something. Let me see. Let's go here. OpenAI Stargate data center announcements. When was this announced? Because if it was something recent, how did it open so quickly? I don't know when they announced it. Because all these articles are from today, but I don't know if there was an announcement like some time ago about these data centers. Anyways, let's keep reading. It says we're just getting going here in Abilene, Texas, but you'll see this all around the United States and beyond. OpenAI CFO, Chief Financial Officer Sarah Fryer, told CNBC. Oracle's stock is booming because of some recent announcements. Let's see. It says Abilene, Texas, OpenAI and Oracle are betting big on America's AI future, bringing online flagship site of the $500 billion Stargate program, a sweeping infrastructure push to secure the compute needed to power the future of artificial intelligence. The debut site of Abilene, Texas, about 180 miles west of Dallas, is up and running, filled with Oracle Cloud infrastructure and racks and racks and racks of NVIDIA chips. The data center, which is being leased by Oracle, is one of the most notable physical landmarks to emerge from the unprecedented boom in demand for infrastructure to power AI. Over $2 trillion over $2 trillion. I can't even say 2 trillion, right? In AI infrastructure has been planned around the world, according to an HSBC estimate this week. OpenAI is leading the way. In addition to the $500 billion Stargate project, the startup on Monday announced an equity investment deal with NVIDIA that will add an estimated $500 billion worth of data centers in the coming years. Since 2019, Microsoft has invested billions of dollars in OpenAI, providing loads of access to Azure credits. Additionally, OpenAI contracts with smaller cloud companies for additional compute capacity and help operating its infrastructure. One building on the Abilene site is operational, while others while another is nearly complete. The campus has the potential to ultimately scale past a gigawatt. What's a gig? I don't even know what a gigawatt is of capacity. OpenAI finance chief Sarah Fryer told CNBC that would be enough electricity to power about 750,000 U.S. homes. Good lord, that's a lot of gigawatts. The data center construction plans are important enough that NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang personally engaged in a last-minute negotiation with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman over the weekend to get in on the action. CNBC reported earlier on Tuesday. People are starting to recognize just the sheer scale that will be required, Fryer said. We're just getting going here in Abilene, Texas, but you'll see this all around the United States and beyond. To infinity and beyond. It's interesting that they are going crazy about Grok having a data center in Memphis, in a place that most likely needs all the jobs that it can get, while this Abilene, well, I don't know if it's being celebrated because I don't know if it's being celebrated, but this sounds like amazing news over here, right? This says the scale of the project construction was necessary to supply the amount of compute required to operate OpenAI's models, Fryer said. What we see today is a massive compute crunch, he said. There's not enough compute to do all the things that AI can do. And it can do a lot. It can do a lot. A bold bet on AI infrastructure. OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank, which is helping fund the project, announced on Tuesday 5 additional Stargate sites across Texas, New Mexico, Ohio, and an additional unnamed site in the Midwest. That brings the size of the initiative to nearly 7 gigawatts and more than $400 billion of investments over the next 3 years, which includes an existing $300 billion agreement between OpenAI and Oracle. We're getting money. Oh, we're getting money over here. Is OpenAI public yet? Let me see. Is OpenAI publicly traded? Oh man. I want to get in on the action. I want to get in on the action too. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Not fair. Not fair at all. While companies like Oracle are helping fund the data center construction, OpenAI will ultimately be the one to pay for the computing capacity as an operating expense, Fryer said. Although NVIDIA is putting in equity to jumpstart the project, Fryer said the chipmaker will get paid for all graphics processing units, GPUs, that it provides as those chips get deployed. Fryer said OpenAI will generate $13 billion in revenue this year, and that the company plans to help pay for the construction using its own cash flow and debt financing. The Stargate name will refer to all OpenAI infrastructure projects going forward, CNBC reported this week. Together with CoreWeave and other partners, the company says that they are ahead of schedule to meet their full 10 gigawatt commitment by the end of 2025. Wow. 10 gigawatts. Fryer told CNBC the shovels going into the ground today are laying foundation for compute that won't come online until 2026, starting with NVIDIA next generation Vera Rubin chips. And this is the construction site, I guess. Data center buildings are under construction during a tour of OpenAI data center in Abilene, Texas, September 23rd, 2025. That would be today. No one in the history of man built data centers this fast, Fryer said, adding that the entire ecosystem has to work together to meet demand. Imagine that. Imagine the amount of networking and collaboration. You have $1 trillion company on top of $1 trillion company working together to push this out there. That is just crazy, right? Critics have questioned the circular funding behind Stargate, OpenAI committing hundreds of billions of dollars to projects, while suppliers like NVIDIA are also investing directly into those same build outs. Here comes the critics. Here comes the naysayers. Fryer said history shows that technology boom requires bold infrastructure bets. When the internet was getting started, people kept feeling like, oh, we're overbuilding. There's too much, Fryer said. Look where we are today, right? The project also carries political weight. OpenAI and Oracle first unveiled Stargate alongside President Donald Trump at the White House in So wait, hold up just 1 second. So you're telling me that they announced Stargate in January, and they're already opening up their first data center? They are already opening up their first data center. That is crazy. Fryer called Trump the president of the AI era, pointing to Washington's role in framing the technology as both an economic engine and a national security priority. Trump was briefed on the NVIDIA investment into OpenAI during a state visit to the UK earlier this month. And I'll say this too, right? I think it was back in 2023. I didn't really pay that much close attention to it, but they were saying that AI was a threat to civilization. And 2 years later, it's like AI is going to be the backbone of technology going forward, right? Everywhere you look, there is AI infused in it. I mean, the ResumeFlow app that we just saw, such a basic, simple app that uses so much AI to help you help yourself, a self-service to help you get your resume right. I remember when I'd be reviewing resumes, and it's like every time I'd be giving the same feedback, oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. I would say this, right? If you have completed a boot camp and they created a resume for you, go and upload your resume to ResumeFlow and see how it grades your resume, and then put in a job that you're interested in and see that you applied for, and see how well you actually match up for that job. All right, go and try it out. You'd probably be shocked. All right. Oracle says the project will employ more than 6,000 construction workers daily and deliver nearly 1,700 long-term jobs. Here's the question, right? Here's the question. Those 6,000 construction workers, are they legal? That's all I want to know. So that's what I want to know, right? In a paper published Tuesday about OpenAI's infrastructure plans, the company wrote that its data center build-out could help reshape the American power grid with new technologies and help the U.S. exert global influence. So here's another question. Here's another question, right? Is my power bill going to get cheaper or more expensive? Is my power bill going to get cheaper or more expensive? That's what I really want to know. All right. Anyways, that's the story. That is the story. Stargate is up and running. The first building of Stargate is up and running. They're opening up some more. There's gonna be New Mexico, Ohio. They said another part of Texas, and somewhere that has not been named yet, which is G14 classified. We cannot tell you yet. All right.
Bruh.
All right. Anyways, that is it. That is it for that story. Let's see. What else do we have? What else do I have on my list for tonight? Let's see. Google developer tools. So, let me see. Let me check if anything flowing. Nope. All right, we're good. Let's get into this article about Google developer tools. So, let me go to here. All right. So, Google DevTools Manager and AI coding. Let's see what that's all about. It says how Google's DevTool Manager makes AI coding work. That's can you see the trend here, right? We were just talking about how Rod Brown is now the czar of AI, right? For the entire world. He might not know that, but he is the AI czar for the entire world, right? And then we talk about the data centers that OpenAI, Oracle, NVIDIA are all invested in some way, shape, or form. And now we get into how Google's DevTools Manager makes AI coding work. It's all interconnected. It's like a web, like a web of weave. It sounds terrible, but it's like a web of weave, all right? So how Google's DevTools Manager makes AI coding work is as Google's project manager for developer tools, Ryan Salva has a new front row seat to the ways AI tools are changing coding. Formerly of GitHub and Microsoft, he's now responsible for tools like Gemini CLI and Gemini Code Assistant. Yo, you know what? Let me see something real quick. Let's see. When I was working on the spec flow today, I ended up installing Gemini CLI without actually knowing what it was. But apparently it's a coding assistant, so I'm gonna have to do a deep dive. Maybe next week we'll deep dive into Gemini CLI to see how that works, right? But for tools like Gemini CLI and Gemini Code Assist, nudging developers into the new world of agentic programming. Oh my god. I use Gemini, like I've shown you guys before how I use Gemini to help me with my code. I am yet to use the Gemini CLI though, so I have to go and take a look at that one a little bit more. I just found out about Gemini CLI today, when I was working on the spec flow. So we'll do some more investigation in that. Says his team released new third-party research on Tuesday showing how developers actually use AI tools and how much progress is left to make. I sat down with Salva to talk about the report and his personal experience with AI coding tools. I'm sure they've seen the way that I've been using just the Gemini front end to systematically go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to help me figure out about kilos, to help me get ideas, to help me fix code stuff. I'm telling you, the way that I use Gemini is absolutely fascinating, all right? For me to figure out a lot of things. It says, this interview is edited for length and clarity. How long is it? I don't know how long this is, but I don't think we might not read the whole entire thing. It says, every year Google does a survey of developer trends, but this year the report really focuses on AI tools and specifically how agentic developers are willing to get in their approach to programming. Was there anything in the research that surprised you? One of the really interesting findings was the median date when developers started using AI tools. They found it was April 2024. Did I start using AI tools? Mine was way later than April 2024, which corresponds fairly neatly to Claude 3 coming out and Gemini 2.5 coming out. This is really the dawn of the reasoning or thinking model, and around that same time, we got much better at tool calling. Let me think. I was using ChatGPT mainly last year to do a lot of stuff, but not really for coding though. As for coding tasks, you really need to be able to leverage external information in order to problem solve. So it may need to grep, it may need to compile the code. If the code compiles, it may want to run that unit test and that integration test. I think that tool calling really is the important piece that gave models the ability to self-correct. How are you using AI? So to the next question, how are you using AI tools personally? Let's see. Saint of Vice. What's up, Saint of Vice? How are you doing today? Shout out to you. Let's see here. Let's see. It says, how are you using AI coding tools personally? Let's see. Most of my this is the Salva person says most of my coding these days is for hobby projects, and I spend most of my time using command line based tools. So that includes Gemini CLI. Then there's a little bit of Claude Code, little bit of Codex in there, and you don't ever really use a terminal based tool by itself. So I'm really heterogeneous around the IDEs that I use. I use Zed, I use VS Code, I use Cursor, I use Windsurf, all of them because I'm interested in just seeing how the world works and how the industry is evolving. Okay. On the professional side, product managers tend to live in documents. So the first thing is using AI to help me write the specifications and requirements documentations. Look, I am pushing the people that I work with to use AI to help, like, stop spending so much time on the work that's like busy work. I say describe what you want it to, like, describe the story and have it write the story out for you, then clean it up. Instead of like spending 30 minutes on getting a story in the right way, just describe it in like 3 to 5 minutes. Have it generate the story for you, and just to remove some stuff that you don't need or add some stuff that you do need, and spend like 5 to 10 minutes on a story instead of 30 minutes on, you know. On the professional side, product managers tend to live we read that, right? And I'm curious how that works. You're using Gemini CLI to build Gemini. I'm curious how that works. You're using Gemini CLI to build Gemini CLI, but I wouldn't imagine it doesn't run. It doesn't just run itself. A development task will usually start as an issue. Maybe it's a GitHub issue that someone's dropped with a bug. Often, I'm really being honest. If I'm really being honest, it's a fairly underspecified issue. So I'll use Gemini CLI in order to create a more robust requirement doc in Markdown. This information is golden, right? Seeing how a top Google product person uses AI to enhance their workflow, right? That will usually create probably about 100 lines of fairly technical, but also outcome-driven specification. Then I will use Gemini CLI to write the code base based on that specification and the general preferences in the team documents. Ban that, get that out of there. All right. Okay, let's see. Across the engineering team, we have a couple of different layers of rules and markdown docs that get consumed by the model, just laying out our way of working. Here's how we do the testing. Here's how we manage the dependencies and so on. So when it produces the code, it's working from those documents. Oh my God. So when we get into spec kit, this is outlining the way that we should use it. How does it do the spec-driven development, all right? And as Gemini CLI is going through and doing the troubleshooting, I'll have it update my requirements doc and saying I fixed this step. Now I'm on to the next step, and so on. Each of those creates its own commit and pull request into the repository, so I can always rewind or undo. Oh, that is genius. That is so smart. I would say probably 70 to 80% of my work is me working in the terminal with natural language, trying to use Gemini CLI to craft the requirements, and then allowing Gemini CLI to write most of the code for me, which I will then go review and read with whatever IDE I happen to be using. But mostly I'm using the IDE as a place to read the code rather than write the document. That is so awesome. Let me see. Saint advices. I'm unsure I am unsure to use AI to start coding though. So I would say, let me put this on the screen. Let me fix this real quick. I would say that being unsure how to use AI to start coding. So I think it depends on what you want to start coding. Here's what would be my recommendation, right? If you want to use AI to start coding, I would probably say start with a platform like Lovable, which makes it really, really, really easy to start. Where you can go and like just write out what type of application that you want to build, and then like put a very, very detailed prompt. What do you want? How you want it to look? All that stuff, right? And then have it create a prototype for you, and then you just tell it what you want it to do, and then you start plugging things in. I also recommend, right, if somebody wanted to actually build an application, even if you're using AI, I think it's still very important to learn the technology, learn the concepts, right? So that you can actually understand what it's doing and then you can contribute to it. Because it's the same way, like if you have a business company and you have like you just hire somebody and you have no idea what they're doing, if it's right or wrong, they're gonna take advantage of you. And not that AI is gonna take quote unquote advantage of you, but you're gonna be left in the dark. You're gonna be missing out on a lot of things. So I say that you still want to learn it, but I would say start with Lovable. See, like have it create you a prototype and stuff like that, and then you can see all the really, really cool things that you can do with it, and you can go from there. So that'd be my recommendation for it. All right, let's continue. How much? This is almost to start. It says, do you think there is a future for raw computer code, or will we just move everything into the terminal windows? For 3 decades, the IDE was where we went to do everything in software development. You had the IDE, you had the browser, you had the terminal window. I think that's still largely the case, but I suspect that over time, we'll end up spending a lot more time working with the requirements, and the amount of time spent in the IDE will gradually shrink. That is interesting. I think that change may actually happen over a pretty long time. Okay, so it doesn't think it's going to be that soon. There's a lot of angst about what that means for software development as a progression. If 10 years from now, we are no longer looking at code, what does that mean for developers? Will there still be a job for them? Uh-oh, the uncomfortable question. I think that your job as a developer is going to look a lot more like being an architect, which is the architect is the foundation of everything, right? It's going to be about taking big complex problems and breaking them down into smaller solvable tasks. You'll need to be thinking about you need to be thinking about like the bigger picture about what you're trying to produce rather than the intermediate language in order to express that in machine code. And that's it. That is it. Whew, that's serious. What do you guys think? Rod Brown, if you're still Rod Brown, what do you think about what? Let me see. What is his position again? He is the Google's project manager for developer tools, Ryan Salva. That's his thoughts. I'm curious, what do you guys think about this? I am fascinated by the way that he's using these tools to drive the spec-driven development, and the fact that we're going to be exploring Spec Kit tomorrow and spec-driven development tomorrow. I think that it's going to set us up very, very well for our life, and that we're going to be working on that. All right, but let me get some water. All right. Let me see. What else? You know what? So we have one more thing to do. We are going to do a little experiment, right? There is a new model on Runware from, I think it's from ByteDance or something like that. We'll see, right? But it is supposed to take audio, take a picture, and turn it into something. It's supposed to turn into something, right? I want to give it a try. Right? So let's see. What is this? Oh, I want to talk about this too. We'll see how much time we have, right? So let's go over to Runware. Let's go to models. All right, so we'll go here. And there is a new model. Where is it? There's a new model. Oh, so the OmniHuman, right? OmniHuman model. It generates high fidelity human videos from a single image and audio, captures expressive motion, lip sync, and emotional nuance. I want to try it out, right? I want to try it out to see how it works. But so I'm thinking about, let's do this. Let's go and create some promotional audio for ResumeFlow. And let's use an image on ResumeFlow, or let's use an image of somebody like talking, right? And see what we can do, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a 3-step approach. I'm gonna generate the prompt. I'm gonna use 11 Labs to have the audio for it, and then we're going to download the audio, upload it into PayCUID. What do you mean by PayCUID? Upload audio file. Where do you upload it from? How would you upload the? Please add. I don't know. Oh, anyways, we're gonna try it out, see what happens. Right. So we are going to let me get the image first. Where's this image? I am going to get the image first. We're gonna see how this works, right? Trying out Runware. Do it on the fly. We're gonna do it on the fly. All right. So let me go here. See if I can find this image. So let's put that there. So we have an image. Now we need an audio file, right? So I'm going to go to Gemini and I'm going to say new chat. And let's get that out. So I want a promo. I wonder how long the, let's see. Let me go over here. Is there any details about this omni-human? Open link in the tab. Now supporting 11 Labs music. By ByteDance. I think who owns Byte? You guys would be surprised how many AI models that ByteDance actually has, right? Because if you look at this, OmniHuman is ByteDance, Cedence is ByteDance. This is also ByteDance. These are video models. They have a bunch of image models as well, right? But let's go to. I don't see how long. So let's see. How long is OmniHuman model from ByteDance? Let's see. ByteDance OmniHuman can create a video of any length. What? That doesn't make any sense. The length of the audio, huh? That sounds weird, but okay, we'll give it a try. So, let's go to Gemini. I want a promotional advertisement script for ResumeFlow, for the ResumeFlow application. It must emphasize that users will get immediate feedback on their resume, so that compare their resume to jobs that they are interested in and track their application process, including providing them with interview questions. Make the script very energetic and exciting. So let's go with that. Let's see what that does. Let's see what that does. Add script, stop applying, start interviewing. So I'm going to say I am going to generate the audio. So I just need the audio with 11 labs. So I just need the script to generate the audio. Let's see what we can get with that. But this is the thing that I'm talking about. Like when you are always working and always doing things, you're able to give different people different opportunities, and you're able to plug them into different spots. So someone who might not traditionally be that familiar with marketing and stuff like that, it gives you the opportunity to teach them and to help them grow, to give them new skill sets, you know? Of course, use a clean script ready for you to copy and paste into 11 labs. The punctuation and capitalizations are included to help guide the AI's annotation and pacing for an energetic read. Speaking with a slightly wary, frustrated tone, are you well, 11 labs? I'm gonna copy this, but will 11 labs handle the text in parentheses? Take care, Rod Brown, the czar of AI. Let's see what happens. will not interpret the text in parentheses as directional notes. The platform is a text and speech engine, meaning it will try to read out loud any text it doesn't understand, such as like speak with slightly weird. All right. How, depending on the specific voice model context, it will likely do two things. Read it aloud. AI will simply say words speaking annoying. Sometimes AI might interpret the parentheses as non-essential text and skip it or skip over it, which is not the desired outcome for your script. You must remove all parentheses instructions before pasting it into 11 Labs. How to get the desired tone. To achieve the desired tones you want, you should use the tools built in generate in segments. Generate the first worry sentence as one audio file, and then generate an energetic part as a separate audio file. You can adjust the voice settings for each part. Oh, interesting. That's annoying, but because like if I wanted to build an app to be able to do this for me, I don't want to have to be. It's just they need to do better. Let's see. How about this? Can I get a script all in one tone? All in one energetic tone that I can copy and paste directly. So they make it tricky. Let's see. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and take this. I have to slightly modify something in the script. So we're going to go here. We're going to paste this in here. Tired of sending your resume into a black hole. It's probably going to have something annoying with the word resume. But let's say go to ResumeFlow.app now and take control of your career. I'm gonna select. So let me turn on the audio. Let me share with you the two voices that I was thinking about. Where is this thing? Because I need an energetic voice, which is not the easiest one to come across. Let me see. Audio. Okay, so these are the two that I'm thinking about, right? We have.
It's like dancing on a cloud made of cotton candy and sunshine. I'm just so happy right now.
And then there was another one.
I can't wait to dive into this adventure with you, exploring all the amazing things life has to offer together.
They don't have the best energetic voices, right? So it is what it is. I'm going to go with this one for now. And we are going to Say Device said both voices made him chuckle. That's hilarious. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna try it out. All right. I got a bunch of credits on this thing. Let me see. Let's go and try it out.
Tired of sending your resume into the black hole? Ready to stop guessing and start winning? Then you need ResumeFlow. This is your personal career strategist. Upload your resume and get instant AI-powered feedback. We show you exactly what to fix and how to make your resume pop. But here's the game changer. Find a job you love, don't just apply, analyze. ResumeFlow compares your resume directly to the job description, instantly showing you the keywords you're missing to get past the scanners. Now you're ready to dominate the entire process. Track every single application in one place from send to offer. And when that interview call comes, be prepared to ace it. ResumeFlow generates custom interview questions based on your resume and that specific job. Stop blending in. It's time to stand out. It's time to get hired. Go to ResumeFlow.app now and take control of your career. Your dream job is waiting.
So it doesn't like to say the word resume in certain instances. This is an issue that I've had with 11 labs is certain words. It's really on the struggle bus at times. Let me see. Let me try that one more time.
Tired of sending your resume into the black hole? Ready to stop guessing and start winning? Then you need ResumeFlow. This is your personal career strategist. Upload your resume and get instant AI-powered feedback. We show you exactly what to fix and how to make your resume pop. But here's the game changer. Find a job you love, don't just apply, analyze ResumeFlow. Compares your resume directly to the job description, instantly showing you the keywords you're missing to get past the scanners. Now you're ready to dominate the entire process. Track every single application in one place from sent to offer. And when that interview call comes, be prepared to ace it. ResumeFlow generates custom interview questions based on your resume and that specific job. Stop blending in. It's time to stand out. It's time to get hired. Go to resumeflow.app now and take control of your career. Your dream job is waiting.
I don't understand how you can say the word resume right in so many different spots, but this one spot, these two spots, that's where you want to get it wrong. Whatever. I'm going to download this. Actually, no. I want to enter a pause. How do I enter a pause? How do I enter a pause? I know there's a way to do it. Let me see. I don't remember. Let's see. Pause? There's a way to enter a pause. I just don't know where it is. Let me see. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. But I'm going to download this. Previous downloaded history tab. Let's go and download this one, MP3. And I'm just going to drop it. Downloads. And now we're going to go into here. And we're going to see what we can do out of it. Let's go to downloads. Let's see if that's going to work.
Tired of sending your resume into the black?
That did not work. How are you supposed to paste UUID? So upload a audio file. Max seconds 30 seconds. That's not bad though, 30 seconds, but this is way longer than 30 seconds. See if we can shorten it up a little bit. So if this is 47 seconds, what if we take that out and let's see, get it under 30 seconds. I know there's a way to insert a pause back in the days. I don't know where it's at though. It's annoying. Let's say we were to do, I don't think that's going to get it under 30 seconds though. I don't, oh my God. Let's see. Let's go to, take this out. Let's see if that can get it under 30 seconds. Generate.
Tired of sending your resume into the black hole? Ready to stop guessing and start winning? Then you need ResumeFlow. This is your personal career.
I don't know. I'm just going to take some stuff off just to make it a little bit shorter. I'll take this off. Let's go with that. Let's see.
Tired of sending your resume into the black
All
hole?
right, 29 seconds.
Ready to
29
stop guessing and
seconds.
start winning? Then you need ResumeFlow. This is your personal career strategist. Upload your resume and get instant AI-powered feedback. We show you exactly what to fix and how to make your resume pop. But here's the game changer. Find a job you love. Don't just apply. Analyze ResumeFlow. Compares your resume directly to the job description, instantly showing you the keywords you're missing to get past the scanners. Go to resumeflow.app now and take control of your career.
All right, let's download that. And we're going to get that. Now, the question is, how are we going to actually upload it into here? We have this upload or drag audio input. See something? Could we? No. How do you upload an audio? Where do I upload the audio? Paste UUID or URL here. Please add audio file. I don't see how to do that. Let me see something. If I take this image off, paste URL. All right. So what if I? So what if I go to? I drag this. Now I need to find a way to get this audio input. Where do I upload the audio? What if we go to open link in new tab for audio inference, 11 labs music. There's only 11 labs music here, which is not what we want. Darn it. Darn it. Yeah, you can definitely use different audio files. I just don't see I don't see where to upload it though. Let me see. I wonder if there's any documentation for this. Show media list? Nope. Nope. Darn it. Where would I don't see where I could upload this actual audio file. I have the audio files, the right length. Let me see. Runware Omni Human 1 model upload audio. To upload an audio file, use the platform's API or web interface to combine an image and an audio to create a video. I don't see where to upload the image though. Upload the image first. Follow the prompt to upload or input your audio file. Maybe I can do a URL to it. Where would I upload that though? Shoot. Do I have any web location I could put this on? I don't know. I know where I could do it. Let me go to, let me put it in a Google Drive. Drive.google, and we're gonna go to here. So I'm uploading it to a Google Drive, right? And then I'm going to go here. And I'm gonna say share, copy link, manage access, anyone with link, copy. All right, so now I have it uploaded, I have it copied. I'm gonna go back into Runware and I'm gonna do paste this URL here. I don't know if it's not gonna be able to find it. Oh, that sucks. Oh wait, I think I got it. I think it got it. I hope it got it. Let's see what happens. Let's try to generate it. Let's see what happens. And then we'll call it a night after that, right? We shall call it a night after that. And let's see how much this costs as well. Generating invalid parameter detected. The input is not recognized or supported by the current model. For additional details, click the 3 dots menu in the image box. Let's see. Show JSON request. Because it's not an MP3 file. Oh, that sucks. Do I have anywhere else I can upload it? I can upload it to S3. Hold on, let me go into S3. Console. And I can actually upload it here too. Create storage bucket. You can enable building, I guess. Sure, set. Let's see here. Could go to S3 as well. Let's go to S3. Console.aws. Be faster to get there. Let me see. Yep, things sitting forever. All right, let's go to root. Let me sign in over here. And we're gonna go to, all right, let me log in. Oh, just trying to get this thing to work. 5G, 5. Oh my God, they just don't want it to happen tonight because now it's asking me to, all right. Sign in, MFA. So I'm signed into Amazon now. So much. It's just too much. It is just too much. Now I need authenticator. I don't know why. I'm gonna ask them about that inside of their Discord. But why don't they just have you able to upload the file? That's very weird. Let's see. All right, so I'm here. Let me go to S3 bucket. Let's go here. Let's drop this file in here and upload. And we're gonna go here, objects, permission. Everyone can read, understand, save, and get the, all right, cool. So now we got the public URL. I'm gonna drop this in here, right? And let's try that again, see what happens. Generate. Hopefully that works. Generation in progress, generation in progress. Let's see what happens with that. We have our picture, we have our audio. Let's see what happens. It might take a minute to get generated. So we shall see. But in the meantime, we have Saint of Vice says, didn't know they let you use different audio files. Yeah, I mean, Runware just keeps adding more and more models to their thing. Like they have so many different stuff. While this is generating, let's take a look at some of the other ones that they have, right? So if you go under the video interface or video inference, They have like Vidu, all the different type of Vidus, the VO. So I really like Runware because it's a pay as you go, and you get access to so many different AI models for image generation, for video generation. Really, really cool stuff, right? Where you could have a subscription for it and you're paying like a bunch of money monthly for that subscription that you might not even use everything, but through like the Minimax Halo, that one is really, really good, and then you put your prompt and what you wanted to do and stuff like that. So let me see. What else do we got? Yeah, now we're basically and then so there's like, let me see, video models. Let me see something. Image. So all models they have is like 312,000. And then we have the video models. There's like a limited amount of those. Image inference. So this is where you generate images and stuff. Let me see. Not done yet. So it's generating now, which is take some time because it's trying to, so basically what it's doing now is taking this picture right here, it's taking the audio and it's trying to sync the lips movement to the image, and like trying to put like emotions and stuff like that. So that's what it says it's supposed to do. I am not sure how it's going to turn out, to be honest with you. This is my first time using this this OmniHuman model, but if it is able to work, that is going to be huge. That'd be really, really cool for many different like marketing use cases and stuff like that, Let's see. How long is it supposed to take? Let me see. How long does it take? How long does OmniHuman 1 take to generate? Let's see. The generation isn't fixed, but 17 minutes. 17 minutes for a 15-second clip. All right, so here's the deal. If it's gonna take that long, I'm gonna let it run. And once it's done, it says, all right, so hold on, let me read this real quick. It says, OmniHuman, let's see. I don't know. Well, what I'll do is I'll let it run, and then next show, we'll start off with seeing what it was able to generate, because if it's going to take 17 minutes, we're not going to just sit here and wait 17 minutes for it. If I knew that, we would have done this at the beginning of the show, and then now we would be checking it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I will leave you guys in suspense. I will leave you in suspense so that you can come in next time when we're live on Thursday night, and you can see how well it did with generating the OmniHuman model, where it's supposed to take this young lady, add a voice to her, marketing ResumeFlow. Right? That's the plan. But I'm gonna get out of here. I think I'm gonna get out of here for tonight. We've been on for 2.5 hours. Yes, we have. So I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. Shout out to Saint of Vice. I was just about to say shout out to Saint of Vice, but double shout out to Saint of Vice. Truly appreciate you for being here, especially on the Twitch side as we try to grow the Twitch side of the game. But it looks like this. Guess what? We might not have to wait. Let's go. I thought we were gonna have to wait, but let's go and check it out. Let's see what the results we got were. All right. I'm a little afraid to watch it. It already looks a little scary, but let's find out. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Let's play it. Brace yourself. All right.
Tired of sending your resume into the black hole? Ready to stop guessing and start winning? Then you need ResumeFlow. This is your personal career strategist. Upload your resume and get instant AI-powered feedback. We show you exactly what to fix and how to make your resume pop. But here's the game changer. Find a job you love. Don't just apply. Analyze ResumeFlow. Compares your resume directly to the job description, instantly showing you the keywords you're missing to get past the scanners. Go to resumeflow.app now and take control of your career.
That was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. It looks like kind of like a cartoon. It's not. It looks like Saint of Vice. Saint of Vice looks like a professional Disney princess. I'm just saying. But I'm less concerned about the image. The syncing of the voice and the syncing of the voice and the lips, that was actually pretty good. That was pretty good. I must say that was pretty on. Let's watch it. Let's watch it one more time, because that was actually decently synced. Because I've messed around with lip syncing before, and it's like, but this one was actually pretty good.
Tired of sending your resume into the black hole? Ready to stop guessing and start winning? Then you need ResumeFlow. This is your personal career strategist. Upload your resume and get instant AI-powered feedback. We show you exactly what to fix and how to make your resume pop. But here's the game changer. Find a job you love. Don't just apply. Analyze ResumeFlow. Compares your resume directly to the job description, instantly showing you the keywords you're missing to get past the scanners. Go to resumeflow.app now and take control of your career.
That was actually pretty good. Like the audio needs some work, definitely. Right? The audio needs some work. But I do like the lip syncing was pretty spot on. It was pretty spot on. All right. See, I didn't leave you guys in suspense. Because I was in suspense myself. Right? But with that being said, now we're gonna actually wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Truly, truly, truly appreciate every last one of you. Shout out to Saint of Vice over on the Twitch side of the game. Shout out to my guy Rod Brown, Junior, Magnetar, the one, the only Miss Freckles. Shout out to you all. Remember, tomorrow at noon Eastern time on YouTube, we're gonna be premiering software explorations, concept and overviews. We're going to be exploring spec kit, spec driven development, specification driven development, how it works. I tried it out today, kind of getting it. Still need some more work. We're going to do it live, either Thursday or Sunday. But it's really, really good stuff. Really, really cool. Check it out tomorrow at noon Eastern time on YouTube, and we can go from there. Right. Other things in that, techcoach.dev. I'm going to be uploading a segment from the Vibe Code and Chill from this past weekend, and sign up for free. You can join us live for our Vibe Code and Chills every other Saturday. And if you sign up for the tiered membership, we have tons of videos in there, so you can watch past Vibe Code and Chills, past Storm Nights, all that good stuff that we do to help each person grow and level up inside of this tech game. Check out resumeflow.app, upload your resume, get some feedback, track your interview process, get some interview questions, all of that good stuff. It is here to help you grow, to help you win, self-service, using AI, all the good stuff. All right. Do me a favor on the way out. If you have not done so already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live, and drop new oh my God, stop the show. I don't even know when Dr. Mama Puma stopped by. I just switched over to Arena before I ended the show, and I see Dr. Mama Puma in the building. Dr. Mama Puma is awesome, and I saw her IG. I'm like, you should see her kick on IG. Her black belt in karate, and Dr. Mama Puma just hit me up with a tip on Arena. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Never requested, but always appreciated. You are the best.
We the best.
Let's go. Thank you so much. All right, I gotta go. It is late. down here. I gotta work tomorrow, got a lot of stuff to do, but thank you so much. I appreciate every last one of you guys, everyone watching on Arena as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to add value into your lives. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. Tech Coach Ralph, we are out.
Spartans! What is your profession?
You said it was a vibe, but it's 6 feet deep. Now I'm digging through the rubble of the plans I keep. You flipped the switch, you flipped the script, left me stranded on a sinking ship.
Ask for one thing, just one, but you spun the whip, now it's all undone. Chasing tails, chasing ghosts, there's myself in the code I host.
You said it was a vibe I could ride,
but now it's a tide. You kill my you won't keep. I'm trapped in this loop, can't escape. Reality warps, the edges reshape. Rabbit holes got me spinning down, burning tokens till I hit the ground.
I asked for one thing, now it's all gone wrong. Kill my vibe like a flatline song. Gotta restore it or rebuild the flow, but you left me here with nowhere to go. Patch it up, stitch the seams, lost in lines, rewriting dream. What was broken, I'll make it whole. You can't delete my soul.
Every move you made was a match to a fuse. Every word you said felt like bad tattoos. Permanent marks I can't erase. Now I'm stuck in this cage.
You killed my
you bent the truth. You broke the rhythm, now I've lost my groove. I'll patch it up, I'll make it new, but I won't trust that vibe from you.